What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in today. As you can see, I'm in this new space here, a big white box and a lot of echoes. We'll be working on that soon. But if you've been following this channel, you know that I've been looking for a studio space now for quite some time, and I think I finally found it. Well, I know I found it because I'm in here making this video. So today I'm going to reveal to you guys why I chose this spot, but it's going to be hard for you guys to follow me around if you're just standing there. So come on, guys, let's go. All right. This is much better. But first, let me get started in explaining why I chose this space in particular. Well, I did look at shared workspaces, which kind of made sense to me because I wasn't going to be paying that much. And guys, rent is very expensive here in Naples for any kind of a business. But the shared space option really wasn't that much cheap for what you're getting. You get a very small space and you're only allowed to have one person. So if you wanted to bring on, let's say, an editor or maybe an assistant later on, you would have had to pay additionally on top of what you're already paying for another person to come in there. So it really wasn't going to make much sense. So I also thought about getting a traditional space. Maybe we can get a space, a storefront, maybe a few thousand square feet, and maybe I would sublease out some space to a title company, to a mortgage guy. It really is a big commitment, guys, to go in on a space with other people because they may not hold up their end of the bargain. There's this other place that I looked at, guys, that was really cool, and maybe this is going to be more of like a long-term goal for me, which is what's called a luxury garage. And now what I loved about it is that there are these man caves. They're kind of like designed as big garages, and they have mezzanine levels, like second levels, like lofts, where you can park your cars underneath, and on top you have all of this space. People use it for poker rooms, people use it for bars. I would use it for a studio. It would be amazing. So I spoke to the real estate agent that was in charge of those places, and she told me that it cannot be used for business purposes. So probably not the right idea, probably not the right thing to do right now. So what I chose to do, what I'm going to show you right now, is I think very smart of mine. You guys will be the judge of that. Let me know down below what you think. So I have a friend who I sold a property to here in Naples, and they have an extra room. They have a room that they haven't been using for any purpose. They were intended to use it as a guest room, but they don't get any guests coming down here. So when he saw I put up a video saying that I was going to be looking for a space, he said, hey, listen, if you want, you can use my extra room. And at the same time, I thought to myself, hey, might be a pretty good idea. And I said, well, how much? And this is what you guys are going to love. Like, how much is it going to be the rent if you rent me out this room? He said, just pay for the electricity. Not only did I obviously agree to pay his $150 electric bill, but we also turned this room from a blue box. It was ugly Smurf blue, guys. And now you can see we painted the entire thing white, which I love because I love white and I love clarity. I love light colors and I love things like that. So now it looks very modern. Enough talking. I'm going to show you around and show you what I have here, what I have done. All right, so let's start from right over here, guys. As you can see, first thing I want to show off is my desk, which is one of my favorite things because I do a lot of editing, guys. I'm constantly on the computers. And as you can see, this thing here is what you would call, well, it's called the Very Desk. That's what the company who makes these desks are called. But I actually got a little bit of a cheaper brand because Very Desk costs about $750. I think I paid just under $300 for this, guys. It's an amazing desk. Now I can work while I'm standing instead of being sitting all day, which you know is a lot healthier. So if you guys are interested in any of the things that I'm going to show you guys today in my studio reveal, I'm going to put links to everything down below in the description section. As you can see, I like white. I like light colors. I don't like when counters are very cluttered. I just like having open spaces. And yeah, so that's my workspace here. As you guys can see, you guys need, obviously you need a powerful computer. You need a very big desk for, obviously because it's going to get messy when you have a lot of things. So now moving over here, something I've been wanting for a long time, even in my last office where we had a humongous space, I didn't have a whiteboard in my office, which I actually love because I'm a big believer in having a vision board. So this vision board is completely blank right now, as you can see, but I am going to be filling this up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be making a video soon on the power of having a vision board, which is actually the first video I ever made. If you guys want to see that video, I'll also link it right up here. So this board is going to come in very handy. It's two-sided. We've got both sides here. You got this side, and obviously, as you can see, we have another side. So on one side, I'll keep my vision wall, and on the other side, I'll use it for teaching, which is going to be amazing. So if you guys are interested in this thing, I think I paid about $150 for it, maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe $130. Now let's move over to the hardware, which is what I'm really passionate about. These lights I really like because not only are they dimmable, but they're also, you can add the temperature. You can make it more yellow or more white. Obviously I'm going with the white for now, but in certain cases you may want to have more yellow. So these things I love. And if you're interested in getting these, I don't think they were much at all. I think they were like, I think they're about like 60 bucks a piece. I have the set of 2, and they're portable. You can actually take them on the road with you because they're also battery operated, and they're made by Newer, which is a very good company. You don't really need much more than this if you're setting up a home studio. And then obviously over here we have our main light. We have a ring light that can get really bright. I slept on this thing, but it's got some really good capabilities. So love the lighting. So we have the Sony A7S II, Mark II. Let me turn this off because I've been recording this whole time. So yeah, I love this camera. A lot of professionals call this thing the workhorse of the recording industry, and I have the G Master lens here. As a matter of fact, I think we have about 3 of these A7Ss. That's how much we love these things. Very versatile. You can use it for great photography. You can use it for video. You could definitely get these things used as well and save a ton of money. I think this G Master lens is like $2 grand brand new, but if you were to get it used, you can get it for about like 700 bucks or 750. So I'll leave links to this stuff down below too, because I'm sure you guys will definitely be interested in this. Yeah, so I know it's a little bit boring in here right now, but kind of got some of the stuff from back in the office I think I might be putting up. So, or do you think we should keep it completely white? Leave it down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. But now let's talk business, guys. We'll talk about why this makes so much sense for us to be in here. Well, the number one reason, guys, is one of the biggest takeaways that I've had from every business that I've always run is you want to keep your overhead low when you're just getting started. I know it's very easy to take whatever savings you have and money that you put away for a business and just go all in on a fancy location and fancy everything. But I will tell you right now that it's not very smart to do, because the number one lesson in business is that you gotta stay profitable. You gotta start making revenue, and net revenue has to be positive before you ever start thinking about upgrading or getting fancy or going on luxury vacations or upgrading your car. Any of these things and other things are very easy to get sucked into, guys, because we all have good months and we all have maybe good times when we feel like, hey, we've got some money in the bank, let's get a little bit risky. But I will tell you right now, guys, you should bootstrap and keep your expenses low as long as possible. Now, reason number 2 why we chose this spot, because less stress equals more creativity. When you have less stress about expenses and about money, it allows you to now take more risks and do things that you normally wouldn't do, because now you don't have to worry that, oh my God, I got to do the same thing every day and make sure that I make money, because if I don't make money, I can't pay the rent and I can't pay for our expenses and all these other things. When your expenses are very low, it's very easy for you to now say, well, I'm going to try something completely different that I've never did before because I'm curious. Maybe this might work. And you know what? I'm kind of really passionate about that thing, but I normally wouldn't have done it because I was under so much stress with all the overhead from before that taking a chance on something new could be a catastrophe and could really wreck you. So having low overhead, guys, is really a blessing in disguise, because it'll allow you to be more flexible, to be more creative, and maybe do the thing that is on the horizon that hasn't been done yet, that's going to be the new trend or the new norm or something that's going to propel your business and yourself to that next level. Okay, so now reason number 3 is that you have to understand the difference between your needs and your wants. When you need something, you need food, you need shelter, you need love, right? These are things that we need. Now, wants are, hey, I want to eat caviar, or I want to live in a mansion. But these are needs versus wants. So an office is not a need, it was a want. It was a necessity for my business because it's really hard to record outside all the time. But where I have the office is going to be now a preference. It's going to be a want. Yeah, I want a big office. As a matter of fact, I just recently saw a video by Marcus Brownlee, who's someone I look up to in the YouTube space, who's been doing this for over a decade. And oh my God, this guy's office is beautiful, guys. It just kept going on and on and on. Humongous space, so professional, top equipment, great staff, just great culture altogether. And it was just led me to want to make this studio reveal, because guys, I want to show you that it's okay to start like this, but my end game is not going to be here. My end game is going to be in something inspired by Marcus, who has done an amazing job, and he deserves that, guys, because he started at his kitchen table when he was just a young kid. We're gonna do the same thing, guys. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're starting here, and it's important to know that, yeah, that's what I want, but right now what I need is a space to be able to record, get my message out there to you, help as many people out there as possible so we can grow together, guys. That's the most important thing right now. Okay, so what are we doing with all the extra savings that we're not spending because we went with a budget-friendly space? We're gonna be investing the difference. I set up a reoccurring $33 daily purchase on Coinbase's app, so that way every day I feel like I'm dollar cost averaging in and I'm not overpaying or underpaying for Bitcoin. And if you guys think that's a good idea for you as well as a business owner, or maybe you just want to get into investing, I'll leave a link for that down below so you guys can get some free crypto if you use our affiliate link. You guys will get hooked up with free crypto and you'll also be supporting the channel. So if you could take anything away from this video, guys, today is that it doesn't take much to get yourself started. You don't have to have a perfect everything. Everything doesn't have to be lined up. The stars don't have to be lined up. You just got to get started, guys. You just got to do it. You don't even need a fancy camera or fancy lighting like this. You could literally just take your cell phone, get in front of a bright window, and just record yourself and talk about what you know, what you're passionate about, because someone out there is going to benefit from it, and you're going to touch someone out there. And it just matters, guys, that you are doing, not thinking, not planning, but just doing, guys. That's the most important part. Throughout my whole journey, guys, the most important thing for me has been just getting out there, making mistakes. Do the things that normally I wouldn't have done because I was scared to. Going out there and figuring it out, not being perfect, nothing being perfect, but just progressing one day at a time, one video at a time, and one failure at a time, guys. I guess that's the most important thing here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a like, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the studio. I love making these videos, guys, where I can actually produce more content quicker. Obviously, we're gonna hit the road very soon. Our next video is coming up, so don't forget to hit the notification bell, where we're gonna be going to the coolest supermarket you've ever seen before, where you can actually get tipsy, you can get crunked while you're doing your shopping for avocados and briskets or whatever you shop for. And if you guys want to support the channel, make sure to check out the links down below in the description section. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time. And if you want to see more videos from us, don't forget to hit one on the screen right now, guys. Go ahead, and I'll see you over there in just a few seconds.